What is up, you beautiful people? It's late, I can't sleep. I've been talking about doing this video for a while now, and we're gonna do it and see how it goes. This is part one of my tips for new collectors. It is a crazy world out there. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of YouTubers you can follow. There's a lot of Facebook groups you can join. There's so much going on. I want to share with you some things that I've encountered in my couple years of being heavily involved in collecting. I came back on Facebook after a breakup. I was looking around for things to add to my hobbies, things to expand my collection, and trying to just really embrace that collecting that was missing in my life for a very long time. Like my entire life, everybody told me how creepy I was, how I wasn't supposed to like horror as much as I do, and shit like that. Fuck them. I embraced it, and I am enjoying everything about it now. Like, life is so much better enjoying these things. When I first got back onto Facebook and I first started looking to collecting, one of the first people I met was this dude in Washington who was selling a Henry Hill ice pick. And it is on the shelf back there behind me. Can't see it, it's kind of low, but it's up there. And this guy was Vlad. Now, Vlad, I quickly learned, was a horror collector. He was into true crime, and he ran a company called Zompire. Zompire was one of the first companies that I really got into, and this was before I was working with them, before I even knew anything else about Vlad, except he was some cool dude that had Creepshow tattooed on him. As I started getting more involved, I found another collectors group called 69 Collectibles, and I joined it. And I was like, holy shit, this is a great place. These people are so cool. The guy who runs it is awesome. And I quickly realized that that was bogus and that guy sucks. So you have to learn to look through other people's reactions and make your own judgments. If people are putting someone on a pedestal, even if it were Vlad, Vlad is a great dude. I have nothing bad to say about him, but I made my own judgment on him. Guy at 69 Collectibles, who I won't even say his fucking name, Halfcock, not a good dude. And I saw through his BS pretty quickly, luckily, and realized that wasn't a group I wanted to be a part of. Now it doesn't matter because I was kicked out of the group for sharing my opinions on him, but whatever. When it comes to who you're going to trust and who you're going to work with, you have to trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, these companies that you're buying from, that you're interacting with on a daily basis, it's still a business. It's still people trying to make money. Even if it's just a random person you're making a sale through or an exchange through on a Facebook group, it's still at the end of the day a business transaction. You have to be smart about it. You cannot put your personal flair on things. That's my problem. I try to be too nice. I make jokes. I accept slim answers on things instead of asking for clarity. And I've learned from that in a couple occasions. One very recently where something was said that made me uncertain. I didn't trust what I was being told. And instead of looking into it first, I just said, yeah, sure, you're a company. I can trust you. And I mean, in the end, I finally got a bigger response about what it was. And it was still kind of, I don't want to say questionable, but it still doesn't make entirely 100% sense to me. But whatever. Instead of digging into it at the time, I tried to play nice guy, and I tried to beat around the bush about being uncomfortable about it. And when you do that, as I've learned, it comes back to bite you in the ass, because those messages you send are receipts. And as Hate My Name says, what does he say? The internet has your receipt. I think that's what he says. I drew a blank as soon as I started to say it. So when you try to play nice guy and you don't just question it and handle it directly, that can come back to haunt you. And it's done it twice to me in the past that I can think of in these groups. Both times in the Mystery Bunker Box, oddly enough, which is a great group. I do highly recommend that group. I will put a link to it in the description below. But read other people's experiences, learn from their experiences, and make your own judgments. I have a list of companies that I will recommend all the time. I will give them shout outs, I will sing their praises constantly, but I would still hope that you would do your own research and you would trust them too. Zompire, obviously I'm going to back them. Working with them has been one of the best experiences of my life. I really enjoy everything that I've accomplished with them, everything they've accomplished since I've been part of it. Can't wait. Next boxing drop. Next unboxing video dropping soon. That's what I was trying to say. CSR Collectibles, I've ordered from them numerous times. I do their monthly, at the end of every month they have like a live Facebook. I always try to log on for that and chat with them a little bit. Shoaib and Doug are two great dudes. I really enjoy working with that not working with them, purchasing from that company and interacting with them. They're good people. Mintage Authentics, I've ordered from a few times. It's always seemed on the up and up. I've never had any problems. Mystery box I got from them at one point had blue paint, like painter's tape on the bottom that said mask on it, and there was a mask in the mystery box. But I mean, I don't really know if there's anything to that. It didn't bother me because I was happy with the piece. But the bad interactions I've had, unfortunately, can kind of spoil other things. You have an interaction with a person and then you're afraid to have another interaction with another person. A similar thing that happened, as I was saying about being too nice. There was a raffle I won, and in the conversations with the person before he sent it, I learned that he didn't have the complete item. He just had a portion of it, and it was the portion that was signed. And I was like, oh, you know what, man, that's cool. I want that for my collection, so yeah, I'll take that piece, and then when you find the rest, send it to me. It's fine. Now, in my mind, I was really thinking, that's pretty shitty that you offered that up when you didn't have the full piece. But because I was trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, I just accepted it for what it was and trusted that he would someday send me the rest. Hasn't happened, probably never will. Him and I have had words since, and they didn't go well, so I doubt I'll ever get anything from him. Whatever, I just know it's somebody to avoid and never have dealings with again. So this is part one of a series that I want to do where I'm going to give you some, not advice, I'm going to talk about some of my experiences in the collecting community. I'm going to tell you some good experiences in the collecting community. I'm going to give you a couple shout outs on Facebook groups, on companies that I've worked well with or that I've had good experiences with, different YouTubers that I've enjoyed, stuff like that. And I encourage you to check them out. And if you're getting involved in collecting, if you're already involved in collecting, I welcome your feedback. I know I'm dumb with some of the decisions I've made. I know that I shouldn't be too nice, and I get that. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. So please, don't come at me about how stupid I am. I understand. And I'm learning, and I'm getting better about it every day. So here are 3 YouTube channels that I suggest you subscribe to and keep up with. And in each of these videos, I'm going to try to give you more. I'm going to say, for horror's sake, great, great, great dude. Awesome person. Happy to call him my friend. HalloweenFiendPDX. That is Derek. He's also out in Washington, I believe. He is also a great dude. He's one of the first YouTubers that I ever came across. I was like, there's YouTubers for this kind of stuff? That's wild. So definitely check him out. And third, for this one, I'm going to do the Angry Unboxing Nerd, because Mike Tapp is a great dude. I am so happy to have encountered him in the collecting community. He puts a new, fresh feel on everything. He's just an all-around good guy. He survived a Widowmaker, so I feel like I should have to give him some kind of props in at least one of my videos. So there it is, Mike. That'll be $50. Half Geek? No, don't subscribe to him. If you want to, sure, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I wouldn't recommend it, and I'm very happy to be as far away from his toxic bullshit as possible. So that's video number 1. Don't be too nice. Know who to trust. Let's talk about it. If we're friends on Facebook, you are more than welcome to shoot me a message. If you want to leave a comment down here, again, I know I'm dumb, but this was just a 10-minute talk for part 1. Don't be too nice. Know who you can trust. I'll see you next time.